Hi there BookTube, it's Janet and today I've got a book haul for you. The first ones I've got to show you are, there's two in the beginning of a series, and this is The Seven Sisters by Lucinda Riley. And this was recommended to me by a colleague at work who said that they absolutely could not put this down. And it says, Maya de Police and her five sisters gather together at their childhood home of Atlantis, a fabulous secluded castle situated on the shores of Lake Geneva. Having been told that their beloved father, the elusive billionaire they call Pa Salt, has died, Maya and her sisters were all adopted by him as babies, and discovering he has already been buried at sea, each of them is handed a tantalising clue to their true heritage. A clue which takes Maya across the world to a crumbling mansion in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Once there, she begins to put together the pieces of where her story began. 80 years earlier, in the Belle Epoque of Rio in 1927, Isabella Bonifacio's father has aspirations for his daughter to marry into aristocracy. Meanwhile, architect Hector de Silva Costa is working on a statue to be called Christ the Redeemer, and will soon travel to Paris to find the right sculptor to complete his vision. Isabella, passionate, strong and longing to see the world, convinces her father to allow her to accompany him and his family to Europe before she is married. There at Paul Landowski's studio in the heady, vibrant cafes of Montparnasse, she meets ambitious young sculptor Laurent Brulé and knows at once her life will never be the same again. So there's going to be 7 books in this series, each following a different one of the sisters. It is quite a thick book, but I've been assured that you fly through it because obviously you know I've got a bit of the big book phobia. And so I also got the next one in the series, and this is The Storm Sister, which is even thicker. And this follows one of the other sisters, and this is about Ali, and apparently this takes her to Norway, but obviously I don't want to read too much in the blurb of that one because I want to read the first one first. And I do believe the third book in the series is out in hardback, and having a look at it on the web, on Goodreads and everything, they do have very good ratings, so obviously they're recommended as good reads, but ooh, that's a big one. And so the next ones I've got are also the first two in the series, and probably most of you have read these already. And the first one I've got is The Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. I know nothing about this series, but I've seen it around so much, so it does actually look like something that I really need to get on board with and read. I don't know anything about them, but just on the cover alone they look fantastic. So yeah, I don't want to read too much about it. It looks like there's magical forests and things like that. So I've got the first one in that, and then again this is another big thick one, and this is the second one, A Court of Mist and Fury. I got the first and second ones because if I'm reading a book in a series and I absolutely love it, and then I don't want to be left hanging wanting for the next book, I want to get straight into it, so I bought the second one as well. And the next one I've got is the second one, and this is another Sarah J Maas book, and this is Crown of Midnight. I believe this is in the second book in the Throne of Glass series. I've got the first book, so again I wanted to get the second one to carry on with the series. If I read the first one, I needed to get on to the next one. And again, I don't know anything about this series. I don't really want to know. I just want to get in and read it and just dive in. The fact that it's so popular and everybody seems to love it is enough for me. And the next ones I've got to show you a couple of non-fiction books, and this is The Coaching Habit, Say Less, Ask More and Change the Way You Lead Forever. And this is by Michael Bungay Stanier, and again this is about being a leader in your role at work or in life, and how you can help other people to develop as well within the role that you've got. So I thought that would be an interesting read. And then the final one I've got is a really popular business sort of leadership book, and that is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. And again, this is just sort of maybe something I can read to improve the way I am in life and at work as well, just to see if there's anything that's in here that I could be doing differently, and I'm sure there are. So that's it for today's book haul. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you think of them. Let's have a chat in the comments down below. I will see you all soon. Keep reading. Bye!